I don't think they would do that, but I need you to try to make it if you can.
Hey, everybody.
I'll go on this Zoom, but I think it's gonna be more beneficial than what you think. I think they can hand out some stuff.
So can y'all hear me before I mute y'all?
Jessica.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
We're doing good here too.
Good. Happy to see all of y'all. So I was gonna leave everybody unmuted, but that kind of got out of hand the last time around. So I'm gonna mute y'all, but I'm gonna leave the chat up and I'll stop every now and then for y'all to ask questions and interact with me, because I don't want to just be talking at y'all. I want to make sure that y'all are getting all the questions y'all have answered, and make sure we cover everything before we go. Does anybody need questions before I mute y'all? Okie doke. So, 1 second. Okay. So, I'm about to ask y'all a question, realizing that y'all can't talk. Y'all can all see the screen, hopefully, which, hang on, I'm gonna make it less small. Okay. So, good news is that all the AAAs have registered as of today. If any of y'all want to add additional administrators to your account, you can have as many administrators as you want. And in general, I'll say at the outset, there are very few limits on anything, and y'all have full functionality in the system, just like I do. And nothing costs y'all anything. So everything you're going to see me do, but it also has a lot more functionality than what I'm going to show you, is included with y'all being able to use it. GOEA is going to cover the cost of it at least for the next 3 years. Hopefully, if everybody uses it and it goes well, that will continue, but y'all don't have to pay for anything. All of the sort of tools and everything are built directly into the software. All of you and your employees can download the mobile app, and administrators can do everything from the mobile app that you can do from the web portal dashboard. Non-administrators can see the threat intelligence map, which is, I'm going to show you all a little more in detail later. And they can talk back and forth to y'all. They just can't add and remove users and send anyone any notifications. If you want additional admins, just let me know and I'll get in the system and add them for you, and we'll get everybody set up. I will first go over how to get your users registered in the system. Then I'll show y'all the different kinds of notifications and show you how to send a notification. It's really, really easy. Go in the system, play around. What I did is created myself as a user and went through each one of them and sent them to myself to see what it looks like when you do it. And once you've done like 1 or 2 of them, there's no more, instruction that you'll need. However, down here at the bottom where it says help, so if you go to the AlertMedia support portal, there we go. It is really good you can type any question in there. It will pull up a video tutorial, PDF guide, step-by-step, super easy. They have tons of templates available for you to send notifications where, to me, it just makes it easier having the wording already done for you, especially for things that y'all experience constantly, like closures due to storms, COVID-19 issues, stuff with your employees, where y'all won't have to kind of come up with from scratch a message or a survey. That is all here. Beside the support website, each one of y'all has access to our customer success manager 24/7. She is assigned specifically to us and to y'all to help solve any issues that you have, answer any questions that you have. She'll even train your staff if you feel like your staff needs that. If there is something that you want in the system, like presently, I know what I'm working on is trying to get it to where y'all can all upload your individual logos so that you don't have the GOEA logo. They will work with you to solve pretty much anything, and they are really, really responsive. You can also go to the very top of the help site is a submit a request, and you type in your issue. I've used it probably 20 times. I don't think I've ever waited 10 minutes for them to answer me back and solve my issues. So I will also be available for whatever y'all need, but just in case if I'm out sick or it's late at night, you can't get in touch with me, don't hesitate to contact support at AlertMedia because they are all really nice. They are all happy to do it. And that's included, so why not take advantage of it? So the first steps until they're all registered is getting your users created. Now, a user is anyone you want to send a notification to. For most agencies, that's going to be your employees and staff and your clients. There are multiple ways to get them into the system. I will say, sorry, let me turn off my, there we go. I am happy to upload them into the system for you so that you don't have to do the data entry manually, because it only takes me, a few minutes to upload all of them. Whereas I'm going to go through with you where you create your people is down here. So this little left toolbar, this side of the screen is kind of like, your overview tabs. Your people, now I'm going to have a lot more people than the way that it will look on your dashboard because I have access to everyone. But to create a new user, sorry, let me get this away. Okay. You go to, the people tab, and then at the top right here, it says add new person. And it's going to take you to this screen where everything that's on here is, you can have as much or as little data about each one of your clients or users as you want to have. The benefit to more information about your users is that you can filter and group by any of these attributes that you put about your clients. But to create one, the minimum information that I or you would need is first name, last name, email, or mobile phone. So 3 things. Now, I know with our seniors, you're going to have clients that do not have a mobile phone and don't have an email address. So AlertMedia has given me a workaround so that you can still get them in the system and send them voice phone call notifications, even though they don't have text messaging or email. So any of those clients, even if you're doing manual data entry, send those to me so that I can put them in there and get them formatted correctly, because otherwise it is not going to let you add it. But otherwise, yeah, as much of this as you want to fill out other than the very top part. And the only other limitations are that it's not going to create 2 user accounts with the same mobile phone number. And part of that is because that's really that or email is what it's using as their unique customer identification. So I know you'll have a lot of spouses that have the same mobile number listed. Until they give you a second one, we will just hopefully rely on that if the message gets sent to their mobile phone, they are both getting it. So you enter, and I'll just create. And I can get this Zoom thing to go away. Okay, sorry about that. So after you enter, you hit save, and that's it. The client is created. So oh, I already have myself in there. And that's it. Now, once you've created a user account for someone, all you have to do to send them a message, assuming you're not doing it from the notification window, you can actually send them a message specifically from their user account, and all the messages that you send will be saved in their conversation history. You can see when it was sent, when they received it, any responses they get back to you, any devices they have linked if they download the app and agree to receive notifications from the mobile app. And that's just on the person side. So yeah, y'all can enter them one by one, or if you send me ideally a spreadsheet that has all your clients and either their email or their phone number, I could get them all uploaded in like 2 minutes instead of y'all spending, 6 hours getting them entered. Let's see. Now, one really beneficial aspect to having all of this data down here, you have the ability to go in the system and create groups that will allow you to kind of one click send to whoever in a group, and you can make unlimited groups, and each one of your users can be in an unlimited number of groups. So for example, if you have a congregate meals clients group, and you also have a, sample senior center group, and that's where he goes for his meal site, he could be in 2 different groups. There is also the ability to have dynamic user groups based on the criteria that I showed you in the data part, so that when you enter a new client, if it recognizes, like if we put what is their senior center on there and it recognizes the senior center, it will automatically place them in the appropriate group so that you don't have to manually go every single time and change the groups. It's not difficult to do. It's really easy, but it also is kind of a backstop to forgetting to group categorize someone. So you're to assign groups under the settings down here, right underneath people is groups. So you will only see the groups that are applicable to your agency. So I see everyone's groups, but yours will have it. I tried to create all of the senior centers for each of your agencies. If I am missing any, just tell me and I'll go and add them. But to add people to a group, either on their user page, so right here is groups, you can start typing in the group, it will assign it, or you can actually go to the group itself and add people manually. So you go here and type in the person's name and select it, and now I am part of this group. We will now see how that works with notifications. I guess before I move on, let me see if anyone has any questions that I have not covered yet. Give me a second, I'm trying to find my chat window. well. Okay. I'm going to come back to the questions because I can't find my little chat window, but you can either write in the chat box or just remember, because I'm going to unmute y'all at the end so that everybody can talk. Let me now show y'all the different types of notifications you can send and how easy it is to send them. I will say at the outset that the mobile app is even easier than doing it on the website. And I will actually send y'all, I kind of did a screen recording of doing it on the mobile app since I can't show y'all the mobile app and the website at the same time. Once you have your clients in there, you may find it more convenient just to use the mobile app, just because, I mean, it is like tapping the screen 3 times and you're done. So the notifications, there are 4 kinds of notifications that you can send over 5 different methods of transmission. So and really there's 3 types, because there's a notification, a read confirmation notification, a survey, and conference call. The basic notification, which is probably what you were going to send most of the time, is kind of the bread and butter of this, which you can send any or all of the methods that are below it at the same time. So I can send a text message, email, voice, phone call, and app push to all send out either the same thing, or I can customize it. So if I wanted to send all of y'all, remember that we have training this afternoon, and I want to have the email give you all of the Zoom details, but not put it in the text message. I can go to switch to advanced view, and these little tabs here will let you customize what the text message says, what the app push says, and what the email says. Now, with the text message, it is going to say every time once you get over 65 characters, it's going to give you kind of like a soft warning message that some cell phone providers may cut the text messages at 65 characters and send it over several text messages. I have yet to see a provider that does that. Every provider that I know of in Louisiana has sent it all, no matter what it is, send it as one text message. So if you get that error, don't freak out. And I don't, in the beginning, I was trying to keep all of my messages to 65 characters, and that'll drive me crazy, before I realized that it really doesn't matter. I mean, I have sent text messages that are almost as long as the email with tons of information, and it sends it all as one text message. So now I do not send, usually, you know, I've stripped the logo and all that header and footer stuff off a text message, so it is just the text and as simple as possible. But you can see when you're customizing it, you can change the subject, you can enable rich text, which would let you do formatting on the email. You can add attachments. So, I mean, you can see how like the one message can really be different over the different methods of transmission. Now, if you have clients that only have a landline, you can add the voice phone call feature, and what it will do is it's going to call the number and it's going to read out, and either you can have it read this out, or if you see right here, there's a little microphone where you can record a custom message, and that's what it will play over the voice phone call with the number that is listed. I was actually really impressed with the voice. Sounds pretty human, you know, it doesn't sound like that really like robotic, and it was very clear, easy to understand, and yeah, it makes it very convenient, especially in circumstances where, like, when we made all of y'all close in the middle of a day on a Friday, and y'all had, like, you know, a couple of hours to tell all of your clients that you were going to be closing, instead of having to individually voice phone call every single client, just to have the ability to have it do that for you so that your staff can, you know, because normally when something like that happens, y'all are scrambling to do 50,000 other things anyway, besides just making phone calls. And this way you can see who picked up the phone, made sure that the message went through. Once you, and well, let me finish showing you how to create the notification. You create your message, then who do you want to send this to? You can either type in one person, person by person, and select them, or you can type in a group name, and that's going to attach all the members of that group. So if I wanted to send it to all of Acadia's clients, it's going to attach everyone that they have that is part of Acadia Council on Aging. You can also have it sort of create a group while you're creating the notification by going to this new filter group. And what this does is pull up a window where you can search your clients by, and so let's say I wanted to contact my Medicaid disability clients. It's Social Security disability. Sorry guys. Equal to true. It's going to only pull those clients out of all of my clients. And then when I put use filter, it's going to say all the clients with Social Security disability true. To make sure that you have everyone that you want on there, you can click preview recipients, and it's going to give you the whole list of recipients. And once I've kind of drafted everything and it looks how I think I want it to look, I always do preview and send test, because it's going to actually open a window and show me exactly what it looks like on their end. So this is what the email looks like. It has more information than sort of the text message does, and all of the emails will have, if you need further assistance, call or text this number. This will actually, when they call that number, it's going to give them the opportunity to record a message. That message is going to be recorded, transcribed, and available through AlertMedia. If they send, if they are one of your clients, it's going to send both a message to your administrator plus a message to us. If they aren't linked with a specific provider, I will get the message and I can forward it on to whichever one of y'all it goes to. The text message to that number is kind of the same thing, but it's just a text message. If they can update their own profile, but if for example, they're just a client that's been creating the system, like most of y'all's will be, I mean, and I've had probably 20 clients text me back with, I need to change my email address, I need to change my phone number, and I get the message, it takes about 20 seconds to fix it, reply back to him, it's taken care of. And I've only had 2 clients actually opt out of receiving notifications, and that's, you know, I found that was much better than I thought that it would be. I think as our seniors become more tech comfortable, especially since a lot of doctor's offices and, you know, beauty salons and other places are sending text message reminders, they are comfortable with receiving them as long as they are comfortable with the sender. So this is the way the text message looks, just very basic, and then the app push and the voice call. So what I would do if I was you, and this is what I did to get comfortable with the system, I went in there and created myself as a user. I went in and I sent myself every single type of notification to see kind of how it worked, what it looked like on my end, what happened when I opened it, could I respond back to it? You will get comfortable with it. I'm really confident without a whole lot of extra explanation, because it really kind of step by step walks you through things, but play with the system. Like I said, y'all have full admin control over all the features and tools, just like I do. And, you know, especially while we're paying for it, we encourage y'all to add as many users as you have as many admins as you want. The system is really robust. I mean, if you look at the companies that use this, the closest being the Saints, but I mean, Walmart uses it. We are not remotely large for what the system is capable of handling. So y'all, you know, I want y'all to get as much out of it as you can, and hopefully it'll kind of make some of your processes less time consuming and especially less staff consuming, because I know most of this stuff it's just in addition to everything else that you have to do at your office. So that is just the basic notification. The read confirmation is exactly the same as the basic notification, except for it is going to notify you when they open it. So when the phone call is picked up, when the text message is read, when the email is opened, it is going to respond back to you that they have received and opened it. That is really great for when, for example, if you have one senior center close, or home delivered meals or congregate meals are canceled for a day, you can really quickly let them know and find out who needs a home delivered meal instead of congregate meals, who can come and pick them up. And it really, it has great reporting capabilities that you can see all the messages you sent, who received them, who was responded to them. It's just, it's very, it's a lot more user friendly than everybody kind of trying to individually do it from their cell phone or their email. The survey is probably my favorite of the notifications, even though you won't use it as much as the other two. And it allows you to put up to 9 potential responses that they can respond back to you with a single number. So if, for example, I wanted to find out how many of y'all were going to be coming to the training, I could come down here and, sorry, it has where you would enter your responses. So yes, I will attend. So I've given them 3 potential responses, and you can also have these it'll automatically translate it for you. If up here, and this is the same thing with the notifications. So say you have Spanish speaking clients, you can go in and select your Spanish speaking clients, change this to Spanish. Which one is on here? There it is. And it will automatically translate the messages for you to send to them. Same thing with the survey, it's going to automatically translate these options and the original message so that our non-English as a first language clients can be reached just as easily as your other clients. So I'm just going to pretend like I'm sending it to the same clients, and this is what it looks like when it comes to them. So the email looks like this, and then they can select 1, 2, or 3, click the link, it responds back, and you know their answer. The text message, they will respond 1 for yes, I will attend, 2 for no, I cannot attend, but we'll send an employee, 3 for no, I cannot attend, need to schedule another time. All of those responses will come into you, and it will actually, it does a really graphically easy to look at and understand breakdown of your responses for you. If you really quickly just need to see, okay, how many do I have coming? I could just open the page with the notification. It's going to give me a nice little chart of what my responses were, who opened it, who answered it, so that I don't have to individually be answering emails or individually making calls. And the voice phone call also has the survey response also. They can press 1 for 2, 1, 2, or 3, and that will send the response back to you. Once you've created your notification, and you can either send it now, which will send it right when you press send now, or you can schedule it to send at a future time. This is really convenient for, let's say you have recurring notifications that you send. For example, we have safety meetings that we have to do once a month. That is an email notification with an attachment up that we have to read related to employee safety. And we could go into the system, set all 12 months up at once. It's going to automatically send those notifications on the 1st of each month, and I don't have to look at it again once it's done. So we'll hit send now, and this is kind of what your survey responses are going to look like. I only send it to myself, but this will automatically update, as people open it and respond. This over here kind of tells you what the status of your notification is. So 1 notification completed successfully. I have not opened it yet, so it is not going to show up as successfully completing the response, but it will also keep all of your surveys. We don't have any down here right now, but below this, to where you can always go and pull it up and see kind of your history. And you can export any of this to a survey response spreadsheet that, if you need to send it to us, or you're creating something to share with one of your employees to see what your responses are. And that way you're not spending a whole lot of time opening individual emails and having to create spreadsheets of responses. It makes it a lot more time efficient to do. Another feature, so if we get back to the dashboard, that I really like coming from the disaster unit before being ADRC manager, is this threat intelligence map. They have a team of 50 people that work around the clock on threat intelligence, and threats are anything from weather events to safety events to active shooters, political demonstrations. Earlier, police were working a crime scene in Slidell and had closed off part of the road. It had that 2 minutes after they closed the road. So if you go to the map, and sorry, it's over here, to the big map, all these little things here on the map are y'all's agencies and your senior centers. So, and if we, currently Louisiana has no threats, but let me zoom out. So Houston, there's a fatal shooting investigation, threat investigation against a high school, weather forecast, record heat in the area through 27th to the 28th. So you can see that, and let me show you what it looks like on the map. It will actually, where is that? It will actually highlight the region of the map that that threat applies to. So here, that applies to the entire southern Gulf of Mexico. And what that does allow you to do is, let's say we had a hurricane that was only hitting a couple of cities, and you can go in, and at the top it has this geofence. So you can select one of these shapes. I'm just going to select a circle, and you can actually highlight an area. Let's say it was hitting Slidell Bay, St. Louis area. And this is going to select all of your users that are within that geofence, and you can send just those users a notification based on where they are on the map. So, that, I think that I don't want to kind of overwhelm y'all with, because there is a lot more functionality in both the sort of web portal and mobile app, but you know, I feel like this really gives y'all a good place to start with, and you can get comfortable using it. And yeah, I will do additional trainings as needed, or if there's something that does not work for your agency that you have an issue. I'm fairly certain between myself and the AlertMedia staff, we can figure out and make it work best for y'all for what your specific agency needs or wants. I am going to, so I can find out how to unmute y'all so y'all can ask questions. Let me pull it back up. Okay. There you are. Okay, so does anyone have any questions for me based on sort of what we've gone over so far? Wait, I know I gotta unmute y'all. Anyone? Okay. Y'all bear with me. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. So if anybody has a question or would like to say something, let me know and I can unmute you, because it's not letting me unmute everybody for some reason. So yeah, you can type it into the chat. If nobody has any questions, I want to make sure to give y'all my email address and cell phone number. Please don't hesitate to contact me with anything that y'all need. My email address is jessica.ross@la.gov. And my cell phone number, you can call or text me anytime. It's 225-328-4595. And even if I'm out of the office, I'm still kind of manning the AlertMedia app and any messages that come in and any needs y'all have. So, you know, feel free to contact me. With your clients, like I said, I am more than happy to upload them into the system for you. All I need is a list, preferably if it's it's a spreadsheet, that'd be great. If it's not, that's fine too. Send me whatever you have, I'll work with it. With first name, last name, method of contact. That's going to be a phone number, an email address, one of the two. You send it to me, I'll get them uploaded in the system, and you will be good to go. You can also create them manually. Just remember, if it's a client that only has a landline, to let me know so I can create it in the system for you, because it's gonna not really give you the option to create it without mobile phone or email. But I can go in there and do that for you so that you get all your clients in. So that being said, oh wait, hang on, I think I can unmute y'all from here. One. Second. Well, no, it won't. Oh wait, there's a chat. Yes, Tori. Vernon does have an AlertMedia account set up. If you need to be added as an admin, send me name and email address and cell phone number, and I can go in the system. I'll create you as an admin. You will actually go in and create your own password to your account, and once that's done, you're good to go. So as soon as we get off here, I'll go in the system and get you all set up if you send me that. Because I think right now Marvis is the y'all's is the only admin, and he's the admin on y'all's. Oh wait, I think y'all are unmuted. No, some are unmuted. Yep, you got it, Tori. That's right. But yeah, any other questions? Like I said, don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I will get y'all taken care of. Hopefully, this will help y'all with your needs assessments, getting those out. Although, I haven't actually looked since maybe a day or two ago, and we had like 800 responses, and 50 out of the 65 parishes are covered. So we've had pretty good responsiveness on the digital version of the survey. We haven't gotten any manual ones back yet, but yeah. So hopefully this, I got you, Tori. Hopefully this, helped y'all see kind of how to get started. And I also sent y'all a few of the guides that kind of have a one-page how to do everything, and then a little video tutorial, most of which are 3 or 5 minutes or under, that probably does a better job than I do explaining how to send each one of the notifications, how to add your users in, how to create a group and filter dynamic groups. So go in the system and play on it. You're not going to break anything. So that's really the best way to get comfortable with it. And yeah. So I appreciate all of y'all for coming and wasting y'all's afternoon time listening to me, and y'all have a good rest of your day.